I took from the ham and cheese because it had the most. I'm like, nobody likes ham and cheese here.
Here we go, the 15-Minute Morning Show podcast. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
If you're watching this, you can see that a lot of us are remote working today. We were talking earlier about how Elon Musk came out in an interview yesterday saying that people who work from home are assholes.
I kind of feel like it's a good thing if he calls me an asshole.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because he's an asshole. Oh,
Exactly.
Okay,
Did I say that?
Takes one to know one, Elon.
Exactly.
Anyway, so his point was, hey, if people can get into the plant to build your next Ford, then you can get into the office and be more productive and mix up with the people you work with. Look, you know what? It's very rare that we're all out of the studio like this, or a few of us are. We're doing it for different reasons because we can.
Right.
But we're usually together. But don't we all agree we'd much rather be in the same room with each other?
Yeah. Totally.
Yes,
It's way better.
absolutely.
You know, his take on all of this seems like that kid who maybe didn't get picked to play on a team and then took his ball and went home. Like, man, if I can't do it, nobody can. Man.
Well, he's saying that that all these people are living in La La Land. They're out next to swimming pools at hotels on their laptops doing their work. And he says that is not really, truly the way to be most productive. And I agree with that. I mean, I cannot disagree with that. I feel that we are definitely better when we're together.
200%.
We are.
Yeah.
How many?
But other people might not be. Other people
Right.
might feel like there's more distractions in the office and they get more work done if they're in a different environment.
Maybe. You know? But here we are. There are many companies who have dissolved the office space. I mean, you were talking about someone you know of a little earlier, Gandhi, right?
Yeah, one of my friends who works for an ad agency in Colorado, her building actually got rid of their lease. They all work from home all the time. They'll have Teams meetings or whatever, but if they need to meet in person, they just rent out one of those shared office spaces and they show up, do what they need to do, and then move on.
Didn't our office do that? It's like they got rid of a lot of space and they condensed it so that now the sales department doesn't all have to come in.
Yeah.
And they have to stagger them because there's not even enough desks for them all.
Well, that makes sense because if you work a solitary job where your focus is to interact with other people, like in sales, where you're in meetings all day or going out to take out clients and going places, then I understand. You don't really need to be in an office because your best foot forward is going to be put when trying to close those deals out in the field. But for what we do, I like to see you all. I like the body language.
Yes,
the
we know you
chemistry.
like the body language.
You do. Back in the old days of radio, I mean, sales managers would be mad if you were in the office. They wanted you out on the streets and meeting people and cold calling people. And so, it depends on who you are, you know, and what business you're in. I mean, just because your business is the way it is, you all need to be in the office to function and to get things done. Doesn't mean everyone can be that way. We're actually very lucky. We can do either one. But again, we prefer being together. So don't give us any, COVID's over bullshit. By the way, you know what? Speaking of, I heard from a friend yesterday who has COVID right now. I was like,
Really?
what?
Yeah.
I'm like, you might as well have some old disease that's been dissolved. I mean,
That's
Scurvy.
classic.
scurvy.
Elvis, my brother-in-law got it for the first time 2 weeks ago.
Right. It's still there.
Yeah.
Welcome.
It's still there. Well, anyway, so here we are.
It is kind of weird, though. When I stare at you all on the screen, I notice things about you guys that I do not see and notice in person. Like, Scotty is always playing in his ears. Nate, so far, has been making the weirdest, Fire Marshal Bill face. There it is.
Right? I noticed
doing
the
it the whole
same
time.
thing.
He does it all the time.
What
I don't know.
What is that all about?
Would you still love me if I looked like this?
Nate, say,
No.
let me show you something.
Let me tell you something. I don't
And
know.
then Scary, if you ever see him, you can tell that he's looking at himself because he starts doing this thing.
Oh, the
yeah.
chin thing. The
Yeah.
chin thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. When you do a Zoom call, do you look at the other people? I usually just look at myself.
Well, no.
No, I
people.
look at the camera because I don't want to look at myself because I get distracted.
Like right now, I'm looking at the camera. I'm not looking at you. I guess I could look at you, which you're up here and you're down.
Scary's so
I don't
hot
know,
he gets
Nate,
distracted.
wait, back up. So we were on a Zoom call yesterday. There were maybe 5 or 6 of us on the Zoom call.
Yeah.
You were looking at yourself the whole time?
I always look at myself. And in fact, if I take a phone call, I go look in a mirror. You guys don't do this?
What?
No.
They
I look at
say-
whoever's talking.
If you're on a call, you should look into a mirror because you're going to be more animated and more energetic because you're actually looking at someone. You
So
never
when
done
you're
this?
on the
No.
phone, so when you're on the phone, you're supposed to be looking in the mirror at the same time.
Yes,
and
at
talking?
yourself.
Yeah, at yourself.
I can see how that could possibly work. I've never done it.
I wouldn't be able to
Otherwise,
concentrate.
you're just talking to a disembodied voice.
Never heard of that.
So, yeah, you're interacting with someone. Just happens to be yourself.
I'm gonna try
and
it.
you're gonna be in a better mood usually because
God,
you're gonna
Nate.
smile.
No one sees you more than you, buddy. You are.
Come on. I didn't do my hair today, but you know I still look.
I do
pretty
miss the old days of Nate taking muscle shots in the bathroom at the gym.
good. Yeah, I know. I got to get back to that.
What, muscle shots or gym?
Both. Both.
Whatever
different
happened
things.
to our fitness challenge that we were all going to do together? Did that just go right out the window?
Well, we all went on the.
Fizzled.
We're on the road. We're not together, so
Yeah.
Fitness sandwich in my mouth.
Okay.
Scary.
there's that.
Oh, speaking of sandwiches, can I say what I did yesterday? Slightly ashamed / slightly proud of what I did. So Skiri and I, we park at a garage a couple of blocks away, and it's at a hotel. So normally, before I get into my car, I go pee in the lobby. Well, I went to go pee, and they're renovating that bathroom. So I'm like, oh, crap, I got to go find another bathroom.
And your bladder was ready to go.
It was ready to go. You know me and my bladder problems lately. But so I go down to the second floor, I guess it would be like the sub-basement or something, where they have all the conference rooms, but they have bathrooms. So I pass by this massive table that's filled with brown bag lunches. And I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, those lunches look pretty good. So I tucked my shirt in so I'd look like the attendees of the conference. I walk by, grab a bag with a ham sandwich, and go on my way.
That's awesome.
Nate.
Corporate
You.
lunch?
I grabbed the
Nate,
corporate brown bag lunch.
Wait. What time of day was this?
12:30 yesterday.
So those people hadn't even had a crack at those bags yet.
They were starting to filter out because I'm like, oh, what are they going to say if I get caught? Do I just keep walking? But there was
Okay.
people filtering around, standing there, eating sandwiches. Some were people
You're
were working
stealing.
on laptops.
You were stealing. That is theft.
To Nate's
Yeah.
point, though, everyone talks about wedding crashers at night and parties, but the easiest time to actually steal things like that is during the afternoon during these conferences. I've been in so many hotels in the midday whenever we've done stuff, and it's just there's no security there,
no.
and everybody you just feel like you're part of the action. You just walk in, and
Exactly.
it's casual.
Wait a
It's
minute,
like, oh,
hold
I'm
on.
gonna
Wait,
take a
stop
plate.
everything. I'm working with a bunch of hooligans.
Listen,
That
Elvis,
is theft. That is
I've
not.
done this before.
I'm
Okay.
convinced. I took
Okay,
it from the listen.
whoa. Think about how you feel when we have breakfast delivered to us and the raccoons from the other radio stations come eat our stuff. Do you know how mad you get?
Okay.
And we didn't even pay for that stuff.
I didn't pay. I wasn't attending the conference, but they had 3 distinct piles. There was a vegetarian option, a chicken salad, and the ham and cheese. I took from the ham and cheese because it had the most. I'm like, nobody likes ham and cheese here. So I grabbed the ham and cheese. I guarantee they probably had to throw away 50 of those things because
Well,
nobody was eating them.
that lessened the scandal.
And
You
it's
took
all
the ham
paid
and
for by
cheese.
corporate, Elvis. I mean, some big ass companies paying for everyone to
Okay.
be there. They're flying everybody in.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go to Home Depot and just start stealing shit because it's paid for by corporate, Home Depot corporate. So
You've never taken a chocolate chip cookie off of an afternoon conference buffet before when people
not
were-
unless it was my conference.
Yeah, not unless we were invited.
Look at Gandhi and Danielle and Garrett. You seem like you're innocent here too.
Well, I just love that this company, whatever it was, spent all this money to send all their workers to, do a team building event. And, Phyllis comes out to get her ham and cheese sandwich and it's not there. And
Phyllis is a vegetarian.
and then she starts blaming Steve, thinking that Steve stole the
Because
sandwich.
Steve ate 2 sandwiches.
Yeah,
Poor
and
Steve.
Nate's in the car eating the ham and cheese, giggling.
It was a delicious
I'm
sandwich.
calling BS.
What if-
There's
And
always
meanwhile-
corporate
meanwhile-
waste. There's
so-
always
what if- no,
leftovers.
what if
There's
they had
always things being
exact
thrown
amount?
away. You've
What if they
seen
had
it
exact
before.
amount?
What if they had exact amount for the people? And what if Steve is sitting next to Phyllis and he could hear Phyllis's stomach growling?
They always have
no.
more.
Poor
They always
Phyllis.
have
Think it through,
extra.
right?
Poor Phyllis went home hungry last night.
Fuck Phyllis. I'm
Phyllis.
hungry.
I hope there's footage. I want to go to this hotel and get the
Is
footage
Scary
of you
okay?
being a little weasel stealing that lunch.
Yeah.
Listen,
there he
I was
is.
so nonchalant about it. I'm like, just grab your sandwich and go. Just look like you're going to go work on a laptop in the lobby for 15,
What?
20 minutes in between these sessions.
What else was in the bag besides the ham and cheese
Oh,
sandwich?
I got to say, Danielle, you would have loved a snickerdoodle cookie. It was
Oh.
phenomenal.
I do love a good
It
snickerdoodle
was
cookie.
really good. And a great bag of chips. I can't remember the brand.
Oh.
And a gala apple. It was like the perfect perfect lunch.
That's Phyllis's favorite.
Listen,
Phyllis requested the Gala apples, you bitch.
I just thought of something.
Phyllis should have been faster.
The changeover is very quick there. You can go there every day at that time, and there'll be a different
And
company
they have a
with
conference.
different people.
They have a set conference schedule. I already looked at today's.
Okay.
I'm like, I wonder how
Listen,
good the food
I'm
is
going to
for the
send your
accounts.
photo. I'm going to send your photo to every hotel in our area and say, watch out for this slippery bitch. He's stealing Phyllis's sandwich.
This is such bum behavior from the two of you. Just absolutely broke behavior.
Serious, there's so much waste. You know, those sandwiches
I've done
are
it
just
before.
Gonna,
I've done it before.
There's going to be a pile of sandwiches at the
You're
end of the day.
stealing, just like you stole an oven out of my office. You're stealing.
Wow.
And we all know Nate is full. He's from a family full of people who are incarcerated. You both are from this weird world that we're not used to. We're used to hanging out with people who are law-abiding, fair citizens.
Okay, whatever. It was a good sandwich. Elvis,
funny,
next
though?
time you
They
want
have
to
that
go
look,
lunch,
Elvis. I know
my
what they're
treat.
doing. I know what they're doing today. They have that look on their face. I know what they're doing after work.
They're plotting. Hey, Danielle Gandhi, have
Yes.
you noticed, is it my imagination, but Nate is coming into the show more and more lately and telling these little stories about things that happens when he's no longer with us and when he's out and about, and they're all scandalous?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's filled with scandal.
Yeah, you're just
Absolutely.
not to be. So we should trust you here in the office?
I took one sandwich. It's not like I'm robbing banks in my free time.
You robbed Phyllis.
I can't
Yeah,
wait till
Phyllis,
your
poor
picture
Phyllis.
is up everywhere as the sandwich bandit.
It starts with a sandwich and then a bank, okay?
It was
Exactly.
it was a sesame seed roll. It was a really good sandwich. I'm like, damn.
Did it have
All right.
animates on it, or did it have, you put it on
It did have a
yourself?
little bit of mayo, but
Blah, blah.
He also
Why do they
told us
do that?
yesterday that his brother is a law enforcement officer. Imagine the shame and dishonor you would bring to your family if you got busted stealing a sandwich from a corporate event.
Too late.
Shame.
that really would be a hell of a way to go down.
Did you get a drink with it?
You know, I forgot to grab the drink. They did have a stack of like
You should
ginger ale.
go back
Sprite.
today in case they're there. Say, hey, I forgot my drink yesterday.
I'm going back.
You owe me.
That would be your luck, though. You get busted for biting a sandwich, stealing a sandwich.
No, you know what? That's why I'm wearing a collared shirt today.
Wow.
People dress up at these things.
Oh my God.
I have to look the part. I can't just
Yeah, 'cause
roll
you
in
don't
in
know how
a
many days the conference is going on.
fucking
You
Jimmy Buffett t-shirt.
I gotta say, if I saw you walk up to the table and take a corporate lunch, I'd be like, yeah, he's probably one of the
Yeah,
people.
he's with him.
He's accounting. He's
Yep.
accounting.
No, you do. Even if your shirt is untucked, you look nerdy enough to pull it off.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to take it next level because they all have the standard name tags. You know, when they write the name in. And they
Hello,
put it
my
in this
name is.
stupid little plastic folder. I'm going to get one of those. and put it on my
Nathaniel.
shirt.
You should.
No, I was going to say scary.
All right. I think we're done. We had another thing to talk about. We don't need to talk about that now because we talked about the thievery.
yeah.
Nate's.
Innocent.
Nate.
It's waste.
Innocent.
Waste management.
You have zero integrity. With that said, we got to get out of here.
Poor Phyllis.
Say goodbye, everyone. Bye.